Oh, Sparkplug sent me something. Wonder what it is. Oh. Well, that's turning off New Year's with a bang. Hi everyone, welcome back to Sam's Workshop. I don't think it's time to use that. Today I thought that we could start off New Year's instead with a bang, with a video on a projector. Okay, so, this is going to be a multi-part series on slides, which I have so many of, but I might as well, start with this projector here. So we're going to go, part by part. This is a Kodak Carousel 760H, and it is heavy and big and weird and unwieldy. It is an autofocus projector with this weird lens that likes to fall out if I overthrow it. It's just stuff its eye back in there. So this thing is supposed to be for showing slides. Now, over here on the other side of my studio, I just happen to have trays of slides, and of course I grabbed the one that's labeled family. But anyway, if I open this little tray up, it's some 15th thing that I can't read, and this is what a slide works. Color slide film. Put slide towards film, and so these are basically cut up film strips that they put in these little cards. And I have a whole thing on making slides here. It's a packed on slide mounting kit, and my light's a bit too bright, so we're gonna have to turn that down. Anyway, it's a slide mounting kit, and I don't know how it works, because I've never had to mount a slide before, but that's what it is. Ann and Hope for $6.99, which is about the same price as the slide trays, but I'll get to that later. Okay, so, the way these work, they use these. These are Carousel slide trays, and they are slide trays. If I open this one up, they look like this. They're big, and they're full of slides. Each individual one goes into the projector. And I have a problem with these. These are 140s, but I can use an 80, and I have an 80 right here on my lap. So if I swap out this for an 80, probably shouldn't put those on my laptop. This is an 80. And this projector has multiple problems, which I'll cover in a couple of minutes, but it just has problems that are pretty unexplainable, but we have contacted a person that actually knows how to work on these things. I don't know. Only thing I know is that it has slide and projector in its name. So, are you wondering, how do you load slides into this? So you turn the thing towards yourself, and you make sure the thing is zeroed out. And I'll get to that one in the episode on these things specifically, because they're fascinating and how they work and you load them and whatever. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to go into the projector itself. You line this up, basically line this up with this mark, and that's it. You're done. But you also probably need to plug it in with this handy dandy powder cord, and there's just a little tiny thing on the back. Like so. Now, fan, oh dear. So as you can see, it makes a full rotation when you turn the thing on, which is not what I wanted, so I'm gonna have to get that out. Okay, so how does this thing work? Well, there's a lamp and a fan and an off switch, and right here is a bunch of lamp stuff. And there's an adjustment knob on the bottom here to lower and lowen and heighten, is that the right words? The image. Yes, that's a whiteboard. Please turn off. You would normally use something like this. This thing has feet on it, and it sits on the floor all nice-like. And you can project your thing properly with a larger image. But since we're doing our little recording setup, I'm going to use my trusty light whiteboard over here. So if I find a place to sit this thing down, we have multiple settings on the machine. The fan, the lamp, and my favorite, the off, because I'm going to burn my whiteboard if I keep it right next to it. So, how does it work? Well, there are these multiple adjustment knobs. There's one here, and the lens focuses, where you can pull it all the way back and turn the thing on, lamp and all, and I can move with the picture with this knob. It gets it further in and further out. And this focuses the image. Now, you might be wondering, how do you seek the slides? And I'll show you. With the fan on, of course, because I don't need to have the light bulb on. This select knob does this. It moves these pieces. Now this little pink knob up here is supposed to move where it shows the outline. The little pink knob, but instead it's not. So when you go to seek the track, it's supposed to make a rotation, but it doesn't. So since it doesn't, I have to manually throw these in here, which is why the 140s are impossible to use. I have to hand move them, and there's so many in the 140s that I can't get them individually locked into every single slot to drop in every slide, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I have this massive tray of slides. I put it in as I showed you, and I turned it on. And now I need to press this select button, because the thing isn't, this select button, which is right here, because the thing doesn't work. So that allows me to move the thing, which also turns off the bulb conveniently. So let me move this to 1. As you can see, it's quite unfocused, so I need to focus the image. So I need to maybe take that back, focus that in. I don't want to burn the slide, but... Okay. Maybe move the projector back and focus it. Okay, let's see that. Now it looks pretty washed out because I'm using my reflective whiteboard, which is why I'm going to take a piece of paper. Now with my piece of paper, it still has more glare, but it's better in person. Maybe if I turn off the lights? I have to say, I think that's worse. Doesn't really matter. So, we now know what's wrong with it. What's right with it? Well, it projects the image, the bulb works. We're eventually going to get some replacement parts for it. We have an order in or something, and this is how it works. And eventually, we'll figure out what's going on with this thing. We think it's the solenoid. Just another thing broken on Sam's workshop. So, yeah, that's what I have. I know some of you are going to ask what it looks like without the lens, so I'm going to do it without the lens. And that's what it looks like without the lens. Large circular squiggle. So, this is basically the Kodak Carousel 760H. In varying degrees of working, there are also various knobs and stuff to get it like higher and lower. It's right here. It moves this little tiny eensy-weensy foot, and it just screws in there like so. And then it's flat, and then you can't see part of the projector on set, which is not really great. Anyway, this is my Kodak Carousel 760H, and it has some problems, but we'll figure some of them out, if not all, though knowing Sam's workshop, we probably won't. And I was going to show you what it looks like with the 140, but I'll let a previous take do that, so I'm just gonna put that here. I'm going to now show you why 140s do not work. And I'm not going to be able to... Okay, this is 140 in here. I'm going to turn on the lamp, hold down the select button, and turn it to a number. Okay, I got it locked in. Let's turn it to number 4. Oh dear, that actually worked. But anyway, there's a point where I get stuck between things. And it makes that sound, and nothing goes down. So you have to hold the select button down again, and it gets stuck, and then you can lock it into a position where there's a photo. Well, thank you very much for watching. I have a couple more things. I'm going to do some stuff on this slide tray, and then like slides individually, and how to build slides, and my different slide diffusing things and more packages of slides. Eventually I'll bring over the camera to my bookshelf that has billions and billions and billions of slide tools, so I think that'll be quite fun. And I'll also have a video on sorting slides. I don't think that one's going to be very popular, but please tell me in the comments if you would like to see me sorting slides. I have an entire box titled Unsorted Slides with various things from England and Ireland and Australia for some reason. But anyway. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next time.